she's not going into your room. So.
Where are we guys now anyways?
She just asked the bartender for some hiccup water.
He is laughing his ass off and
Very hiccup funny.
He smashes it down, spilling half the water, or a bit of the water on the counter as he smashes it down in laughter.
I asked the barkeep if he knows anything about an old man with a large book.
Not that I would know. I mean, I've seen him here last night, but all he did was ask for a drink and sit down and read his book.
I nod and follow the others upstairs, hoping for an explanation from someone.
Well, I'm not upstairs. I'm downstairs drinking water. Trying to drink water without choking
Probably
on it.
just spilling it all over yourself.
I don't think you're decreasing
Roll a
the amount of...
dexterity check.
For drinking water.
Really? Is this how
You've
it
got
goes?
massive hiccups. I mean, like imagine the worst hiccup possible, and that constantly.
Hey, gotta try something.
Wait, you have 0 dex. Oh, yeah. You're a paladin.
That's why I keep falling over in my armor, man.
You spill a lot of water, but you do manage to bring most of it.
Oh, for Hiccup Candamir's hiccup sake! That's hiccup cold. What?
Is any explanation presented to me?
I don't know.
Not
Who
by
do
me
you
if you're
ask? Where do you
upstairs.
go?
I follow you guys up to the room and
Where's Hakon?
I'm in my room. Other
Because
room.
Johanni's in her room, so...
So which room do you go?
probably the one with the lights still on.
That's Hakon's room.
That seemed more inviting.
Yeah.
And I asked Hakon what they did last night.
Well, Hakon believes it's the ale, and the barkeep's played a trick on them. So he explains that the barkeep's a complete and utter twonk, and that he's not a happy bunny.
Well, I had explained on the way in, when I entered the bar, that an old man had come to me and said that he was not too appreciative of the rest of the party.
I have no idea about an old man. Ask that Johanny and ask Anna. There was an old man coming out of their room.
I walk into the
It sounds
Johanny's
so
room.
wrong.
I walk into the doorway and kind of rest on it and give Johanny a smirk, and I ask,
You see her.
am I getting into trouble?
You see her sitting on the bed, playing with her new crossbow bolts.
While
Hiccuping.
hiccuping, so dropping them to the floor occasionally.
Oh, I wanted to roll dexterity to not poke myself with them, but
Please don't roll a dexterity, because you might end up shooting someone.
believe me, I won't.
Roll dex.
Want me to roll?
Yup.
I'm only playing with the bolts, to be clear, not with the crossbow.
Yeah, I got that. You could still poke yourself.
Here's a dexterity for you. I do not poke myself,
You do not poke yourself.
but the bolts are very sharp,
Yes.
especially the new bolts, which she probably is thinking about aiming at certain people there. And, what were you asking when you came in?
What happened?
Well, he
I don't
actually
know.
smirked and asked you very, like, are you getting into trouble, which
That is what
kind
he
of cool,
said, yeah.
though.
Not quite, she says. I'm sorry. Not quite, she says.
10 points.
I'm sure Anna had a good time with whatever happened. An old man warned me to let you guys know not to go touching things that aren't yours, but as a favorite pastime of mine, I'm quite interested.
Johanna is sort of like taking one of the bowls and throwing it and it sticks in the wall. I assume that's just going to work out, right?
Yeah.
And she says, I barely touched the damn book.
Well, you know old men and their books.
And kings, yes. No, that's not what she said.
Would you not say stuff like that on my channel?
What? Didn't say anything.
Okay, if you didn't notice, I'm not going to emphasize it. Carry on.
Very good.
I have nothing more to say.
No, she's just shaking her head and playing with the bowls.
All right, quite enjoying myself. A big smile on my face. I go back downstairs to check on Anna.
She's muttering to herself, trying to shake the water out of her armor on her arms while hiccuping violently.
Just stand like this and let the hiccups do their work.
Yeah, pretty much. Yoo-hoo!
Jakun!
She just looks at Roy, manages a very tired grin, and then starts hiccuping again.
I nod to Anna. I tell her I'm gonna go have a look around, and I walk out front of the inn.
Split the party again.
Yeah,
Why not?
it's working out okay for me.
I have to give you that, yes. Very true.
Creating cults, avoiding
Oh,
hiccups.
When you get towards the door, Anna tries to call your name. She tries to call out for very well while hiccuping. she managed to croak it. Wait a second.
Right.
I turn on my heels.
You know anything
Still
about
as a-
hiccup magic?
Hiccup magic. It's a kind of magic.
It would be quite
I-
hiccup nice if you could take that literally and know anything about actual hiccup magic.
I smile, hold up a finger like this, and walk backwards out the inn door while trying to hold in my laughter.
You useless hiccup!
You useless.
All right, back outside the inn. Going to try to actually. Would you say the inn is very tall?
What do you mean?
Is it a tall building?
Depending on what you find tall. If you look at the picture, it's like the size of. Wait, I can ping right on the screen.
Yep.
It's like the size of this one.
So not
Okay.
quite epic.
Well, the tallness of that one, it's bigger because it has more rooms and stuff, but it isn't taller.
I would like to create a shaped consciousness on top of the inn.
Okay.
Since it has like a range thing, and look together with my shaped consciousness for the old man So that's 2 of me, 1 with a height advantage. What should I roll for this?
Perception +3.
Okay.
Should have thought about that. Was hiccuping too much?
Well, you can't really look for someone while you're making a fool out of yourself and everyone stares and laughs at you.
Could have climbed on the roof though.
No,
Potentially.
no, don't try climbing roofs when you're hiccuping like that.
They are like massive hiccups, right? So your whole body is.
Oh, that's
You
gonna be
fail
just
the
fine.
dexterity check, you roll off the freaking damn roof.
It's fine.
You do not spot the old man or ropes that look like it or anything.
Leave me
Okay.
alone, hiccup hoots! She sweats at the owl, who tries to sit on her shaking shoulder.
I attempt to find the man that sold me the bread earlier.
Bread? Oh, the
or
rations.
the rations from
Yeah.
earlier. And
He
just let him know.
Shop. The
I
market.
let him know that his friend is all right, survived the attack, and
Thank
they
God. Thank
appreciated they appreciated his aid.
Thank you so very much. I'm glad I could help.
I nod and boop him on the nose. I say,
What are you doing?
praise. I say, praise the great juju of this. And I turn on my heels and walk away into the crowd before he has a chance to
raising an
figure
eyebrow.
out what is going on.
Yeah, he's raising an eyebrow.
I'm gone before he gets a chance to question me further.
No.
I would also like to find an ironworks vendor of some kind,
You find it.
and I pull the short sword out of my pack and ask him if he's interested in buying it.
He looks at it and he says, it's not best quality, but I could give you something for it still. And I'm now going to look it up. He still gives you 1 gold piece.
I agree, and I say, by the way, I'm looking for some blacksmiths. They hailed from the town of, once again, town name. It
Karam.
hides from me. Karam. Do you know anything about this? Where I can find these men?
You're looking for Othar and Hendal. I haven't seen them, no.
Where was the last time you saw them? Obviously, you're familiar with them.
Whew. Well, everyone knows their names. They're quite famous around these parts. They're the best blacksmiths this province knows. This province has.
Will the DM be so kind as to type the names in Roll20 for a sec?
Sure. If my computer loads. Every time I go into a Word file, it needs a time to load. There you go.
Oh, that's not Roll20, but fair enough.
Oh, yeah. Well.
I asked him if he could point me in the direction of someone that maybe could help.
They're very famous. There are a lot of people from Caron here, so yeah. Go ask around, I would say.
I thank him and boop him in the nose, say praise the great juju of the sky, and walk away before he has a chance to question me further.
This is becoming a thing.
It's going a thing.
I'm still having fun with it, yes. I'm quite happy with myself at this point. Rather, Roy is quite happy with himself at this point.
What are the other 3 people doing? While he's scouring the market and questioning the iron worker and stuff.
Hiccuping. It leaves you quite defenseless, you know.
Yeah.
So just sitting there hiccuping.
No, Anna's actually hiccuping up the stairs in her full plate armor. Or at least trying to. And she's friggin' exhausted too, just so you know.
Yeah, if you hiccup for a long time, you get freaking exhausted.
Yeah. And she tries to hiccup Johanni and Hakon's name while she's at it. Well, I guess she doesn't manage to do that loud enough to draw their attention. She ends up like completely out of breath knocking at the both doors. She knocks on Johanni's doors and then steps to the side and knocks on Hakon's door. I think
Would it
Nate is
be-
muted though.
Like a streetwise check if I wanted to like fast
Yeah.
forward through asking people about. Okay.
They're actually not incapable of opening their door, apparently. You're muted.
Ayo!
So I open the door and step out and smile at Anna, although I hate being able to do it.
Johanni opens her door as well. She is not smiling. She looks really annoyed.
I think we have to find someone who can break our curse. We must go hiccup into town to hiccup find someone with knowledge about hiccup curses.
Hiccup curses. Johanni asks.
Yeah, hiccup! She looks totally exasperated and exhausted while she hiccups very loudly in exasperation. Hiccup! And she stalks down the stairs again. Are you hiccup coming?
Johanni
Yeah.
picks up her things and is following. Stealthily.
Stealthily, that's a feat. Oh.
But she rolls -20, so it doesn't help.
Oh, there we go.
It's
I was
quite,
like, I was the
voice,
bleeping noise drew my attention. Okay. And I just tries to find someone who actually gives her time to ask something after a hiccup as a greeting.
The bartender is so amused by your presence. He definitely gives you time to ask.
Do you by any hiccup chance know a hiccup curse expert?
As it so happens, this city does have one person whose nickname is the Curse Master,
Sounds
who is
hiccup curse.
very proficient with curses and removing them.
You will know him by the book he's carrying around.
No, he carries around a tablet upon which he inscribes many a things, for he's a
Android or
very
iPhone?
curious sort.
Where can we hiccup find him?
And he gives you directions.
For the love of hiccup, Condemir.
He gives you directions to a tower that you will know by the fact that a raven, a stone raven, sits atop the door. Like the door has a small thing extending it so a raven is
Like a
still.
gargoyle, but a raven.
Yeah. The door has a small roof above it. And then there's a raven on top of it. Made of stone.
She
And he gives you
actually
directions to that place.
she actually rather breathes rather than says a thank you, and slumps her shoulders and then hiccups. And then she kind of feebly waves at the bartender.
He
And-
feebly waves back while laughing his ass off.
Hiccups out the door. No time to hiccup waste.
I catch them as they're coming out of the inn and
I don't know if they're
follow
following
behind
them.
Anna.
Yeah, I just follow and just
Yeah.
head out without kind of keeping my eyes to the floor. In embarrassment.
We follow our
Come
glorious
on,
leader.
hiccup, Roy. We have to hiccup find the stone hiccup raven.
Stone hiccup.
Makes perfect sense, right? She kind of hiccups as exasperated at Roy and then starts walking again.
I follow amusedly.
After half an hour of walking around town,
Being
I
laughed
reco-
at by everybody.
I require a endurance check from everyone but Roy
Oh god.
to see how much the hiccups have tired you out.
Endurance, that's what?
And I
No
tell you, next
skills.
session will start with, you are so exhausted.
Endurance is a skill.
It's endurance. Is a skill.
Here you go. An endurance check. I'm an expert at hiccup.
I'm knackered.
Johanny is fine. Anna feels the weight of her armor dragging her down along. And Hakon barely creeps forward as the party reaches the entrance to the tower. He barely
No.
creeps forward, half on his knees,
This
as his
is
armor is weighing him down.
An encumbered dwarf.
It's an encumbered dwarf, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first.
This guy better be able to remove this curse. I hiccup.
Anna actually tries to support Hakon despite her own burden.
He accepts any help he can get.
May I suggest asking the great Juju class? You can ask the great Juju for cleansing.
He's not
Do it. Do it. He is now.
none of us knows about the great juju.
I'm spreading the word of the great juju.
Anna, no. Is there a door knocker or whatever?
There is a great knocker indeed with the head of a raven at the center. Or at the...
Well, actually, Anna knocking the door is the cliffhanger for today.
No!
Well, it makes
We
for
will.
that makes a perfect start for next session.
Yeah.
The first thing next session will be hiccup.
Yeah, pretty much. It will be in the title of the stream, you know. Yeah, you guys, we've played let's see, almost 5 hours of D&D goodness. It's time for us to rest from all the hiccuping and shenanigans and cult building and whatever else we've been up to this time around. Will be an interesting recap, I can tell you that.
Indeed.
We've been splitting up a lot, so we should kind of maybe not do that too much anymore in future.
Do you think it will prevent
Well,
accidents like this?
I want to thank you
If I was
all.
with you guys,
we
I'd
all
be,
probably
I'd be
wanna
pulled
thank you.
down with you.
Yes, yes. Blessings from the great judge in the sky, and thank you all so much for watching. And well, thanks for the support if you're watching on YouTube. It's worth trying to catch a live one because the chat is awesome, and do make sure you like all the parts, all the videos for support. Thank you very much for your like, and yeah, we will be back again with
Bye.
episode 4 hype.
Episode 4 hype. Episode
And
4
hopefully
hiccup.
less hiccups.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Yes. Thank you, Zellabelly Telly.
Zellabelly Telly, thank you so much. for the kind words.
Thank you. See y'all.
Woo.